bobble in the hands as one Indian batter departs. Listen to the roar. The king arrives. It's a purposeful stride from Virat Kohli.
That matters. He's always a confident sort of a bloke, isn't he? You know, he hasn't been in his best form, most sparkling form, but he's still confident that he's only one innings away from doing something special.
Yep, and the nerves will be jangling. There's no doubt about that. But you can see the crowd. They're just warming up to the fact that Kohli's come out straight away after lunch.
Actually, it's a good time for the Australians as well because the ball's still hard and new.
Yep.
That's right, a 4.1 overs old ball. Yeah, it was a really nicely taken catch by Steve Smith. They've got to be sharp. They've almost got to be perfect, Australia, to claw anything out of this game. A real contribution in the first innings. He rode one to first slip, just sort of almost glided it to Khawaja.
Interesting you made that point, AB, that he's one innings away. You know, and that's the feeling I get too. You know, if he spends some time at the crease, gets a good knock of say 40-50 in the first 3 innings of the series, I think he'll well be on his way, because he likes batting in these conditions. He's extremely fit still, works very hard on his batting. Work ethics are solid. That's
everywhere.
What you want. That's what you want. A lot of leaving initially.
I wonder where he's batting. Is he batting out of his crease? The young and the old.
It doesn't matter what cricket field, wherever it is around the world, he's met with a reception similar to that here at Perth Stadium.
We commented in the first innings that Kohli decided to bat probably up to a metre.
Chases it. Interest for Lyon and success for Hazlewood. It's a nice start, 2 for 275.
And to be fair, some of the tracks. And even when he came out to bat now, he went past Jaiswal, he punched him on the glove and probably said something. He said, hang in there. You got an opportunity to make a big one, don't give it away.
What if something like the young bloke might have said, don't worry about me, champ. I'm 140.
And it's a story of that city. You know, a lot of people come from outside, come back to it. 2 for 276.
Virat's away.
Yeah, good stride, nice stride there.
That's a confident stroke. And the ever bustling Virat Kohli between wickets. He'll get back for a very, very easy third. Ominous signs.
Oh, that'll make him feel a lot better. Yes, a nice, confident punch down the ground.
And there's no trying to overhit the ball. This is just a sort of like an extended block shot. And it's raced away. Probably He gets probably good bats, I suppose. Wouldn't cost him much, would they, those?
I like the way he's moving now. Trigger movements.
Don't suppose you're going to take up his management, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's technically perfect as well. Oh. Thought about it. That single. That, sees India moves 2 for 292.
Ducks under a short one. Just eases into a nice cover drive, Virat Kohli. The outfield much quicker on day 3 here at Perth Stadium. Trot back for 3.
Well, if you come early in the morning and watch Virat Kohli have a few throwdowns, this is the shot that he practices more than any. It's the cover drive punch. The head position's perfect. Look at the eyes, the glare at the ball. Just a little transfer of weight, the use of the top hand. That's a good sign for India.
It's a shot, Michael, you couldn't play on day 1, but on day 3 when the moisture's left the pitch, it's a perfect shot. It was in the air for a while, but he knew there was no cover. He could afford to go aerial.
Well, he just opens the blade, doesn't he? He knows exactly where the gap is.
300 comes up for India. Oh, that's a beautiful shot from Kohli. We're talking about the young man, but don't forget the old bull at the other end. Just eases into an on drive and said, hang on, I can bat a bit too.
Has he just called him an old bull? It's Virat Kohli you're talking about, Howie.
Well, I hope that's not lost in translation, Michael.
What a strike. Yeah, perfection from Kohli. I guess the icing on the cake. I mean, India have got to get 10 wickets in the second innings to win the game, but the icing for them would be for Kohli to go and get a score.
Oh. Old school, isn't it?
Old school or old bull?
The old bull played a good on drive there. But the thing with it was, the cheat sheet bowling to Virat Kohli is don't bowl at his stumps.
Kerry, for all the shots we've seen from the young man, I need you to talk me through this on drive from Virat Kohli.
Oh, well.
Come on, Kerry, give it your best.
The analyst said don't bowl at his stumps. This is probably false stump, but it's close enough for Virat. He led with his left shoulder. He led with his left elbow. He got the power, bat speed at 43. He timed the ears off it. He used the bottom hand fractionally to just turn the bat face to beat the bowler on the onside.
Kerry, look at that.
Oh, fair dinkum. Is it after midnight?
Oh. Steady on, Scuff. Gav, I think we need to show that to Kerry again.
Get past that.
You'll just put that on your phone, won't you, Jill?
Oh, yeah,
just keep watching it all night.
Short. Tugged round the corner for a single.
We're in Australia.
It's got to make you feel good as a young man making your way in Test cricket, Michael, when you turn around and one of your heroes gives you a thumbs up.
And that's in the nets and also on the outfield when he's having a few throwdowns, just hitting into a net.
Look at that list again in a moment.
Dodgy LB as well on 183, just quietly.
Oh, it rolls along the ground. Now that is a concern for everyone in a green cap out there. Shouts of catch it. Have a look at the umpire. Carey couldn't prevent the runs.
Pace the game, really. It's the end of the over. A wicket to Nathan Lyon in it. It's 321 for 4. It was quite a moment, that. So India have lost wickets at 275 after the new ball was taken. 84.19. It's looking good so far.
Oh, that was
Virat Kohli.
beautiful shepherd there from Washington Sundar.
Dry heat here in Perth. The temperature touched 34 degrees. I wonder what it's now.
Is it?
Oops. Good stop.
Not an easy.
Oh, they'll take the single eventually. There's a bit of yes and no, and Kohli was looking at Washington saying, look, behind the wicket, you're seeing it better than me? Do you want to run?
There's a mix-up. I don't think Washington Sundar can see exactly where the ball did end up. They're not cracks, bigger. Go back to the old whacker.
A little while ago. They'll take the run. And it's a Dhruv Jurel wicket that they will...
etc.
You don't realize sometimes it's a hard life for the umpires. They're always on the road. They're going to different time zones. Nice. It's not a shot you see very often from Kohli. Oh, dear.
Got him.
I hope he's all right.
Jeez, that would wake you up. Security guards, I believe, are not allowed to look at the game. They've got to look at the crowd, and that's pretty dangerous in itself. And it's just got that security guard on the side of the head. It's a pretty good shot by Kohli. Went after it.
Uppercut.
A couple of bounces. This poor security guard minding his own business, looking at the crowd. It's gone for 6. That is a big hit. And then, unfortunately, the security guard shouldn't laugh. He's minding his own business.
Definitely gone for 6. And watch this. Oh, picks him off straight in the lemon spread.
Oh.
That's got to hurt.
Kohli's looking very concerned there. And you've got the physio running out to take a look. I hope you're all right, young man, because you were doing a good job. You were doing your job.
We'll have to have security guards with helmets on. I tell you, in a T20 game, you would have to have a helmet on.
You are there minding your own business, watching the crowd, as you said, June, and then all of a sudden you get 156 grams straight in the side of the melon.
I think someone would have yelled out to him.
It's a shot that takes Kohli up to 27. He's got to start. He'll want to make this a big one. It's always Australia for Virat Kohli. 334 for 5.
Well, that's right. You always have to be on your toes when Virat Kohli's out there. He's such a busy player.
The helmet.
So that's interesting, David. 500, you think, might be the number. So is that how it worked in the Australian dressing room? Was it?
On a wicket like this, you probably want to give yourself...
A slap down the ground by Kohli, moves to 28. After 102, 5 for 336. Deep cover. And a backward point, and it's easy to just turn around the corner from Virat Kohli. Kohli. Stand-up sweep. Beautifully executed.
And that's the only problem with this plan. With that line, he's going to always pitch outside leg stump. It's going to be difficult to get an LBW, and so Virat Kohli just has to get plenty of bat on that, and it'll go away for 4.
I just can't get out of my head Andy Lee's Instagram of the dog and Beck sleeping on the couch. That's a stitch up.
Balloons away between the two fielders.
What am I?
Four from the line over on the sweep. 5-3-4-7. Virat Kohli Missed out in the first innings. He's been under pressure. He came out today with intent. He's 33 from 58 deliveries. And this is the last thing Australia needs, this man working his way into top form.
Yeah, look, you know when Virat's on, that trademark cover drive. Lovely punch down the ground there. Mitchell Stark around the wicket. Just lofts that one over backward point. And he looks like he's in such control. When he's playing a sweep shot like that, you don't really see him sweep too often. But he looks like he's getting that form back that we know that he usually has.
What's he like to play against, Dave? Like, he's obviously a super competitor, and you know we've seen him from up here.
For 529 in Test cricket. A bit of shape in the air there from Lyon. Kohli, you're in the auction tonight, David. Will you be up watching till your name is called? How are you playing it tonight?
I'll probably be asleep, to be fair. What time's it on? 8:30? Yeah, no, I'll probably
Straight
be
after
asleep.
the cricket.
Earlier, I think it's about
Is it earlier?
6:30 over here in Perth time.
Yep.
Okay. I haven't been listening to you guys, so...
So you're telling me you'll go to sleep before you call?
Yeah, it's the difference if I go to Nobu tonight or not, so... Isn't that what happened to us?
Me and Huss go to the 7-Eleven. It's a different pay scale. Full and just worked by Kohli. For a moment you thought Hazelwood was in the game, then the MRF bet just whipped through.
It's pulled up. Gee, this outfield
stopped. In the end they'll get 3. This is an imperious looking shot though.
Like a tired delivery from Josh Hazelwood, over pitch, too straight to Virat Kohli. And look at that, it's imperious. Beautiful timing. He thought it was 4 off the bat, but this outfield has been slow this Test match.
She's starting to look crisp now, Kohli. What's the salary cap tonight, Huss? Is it?
I think it's about $15 million US, isn't it?
Okay, so 20-ish million Australian.
Yeah, I think Rishabh Pant's the one to watch.
Just picking off singles at will at the moment is Kohli.
Yeah, so a perfect breeze for Nathan Lyon.
As I said, getting singles at will at the moment. 5 for 3, 5-8. T. And there's one that just didn't get up. It's a touch low on the leg before wicket.
And that's where Kohli's so good. See, that next ball is forward, good position, solid defence.
Oh, and a bit of seam back from Hazelwood. Again from the members' end.
He's bowled well, Josh Hazelwood. One. And I think the blessing is as well for the Australian fast bowlers. They've got at least 13, 14 days, once this innings is done, just to put their feet up, recover.
They can turn it around.
Maiden over from Hazelwood. 21 overs, 1 for 28 India. 5 for 3, 5-8. Next to the pitch now, halfway down. Across the line.
And I turned up at the MCG feeling pretty happy, and this journalist was walking towards me, and I was like, oh, good morning, how are you? And he gave me this funny look because he'd obviously on that day written something really badly about me, and his reaction was priceless. And I thought, gosh, well, have I said something wrong, you know? But he was obviously a bit nervous about what my reaction was going to be.
Can't beat the field to finish the over and the session. India 5 for 359 from 110. Jaiswal started on 90, ended up on 161. So you imagine Scott Boland's next cab off the rank if something was to go wrong.
Ball cricket.
Gee, continued Cameron Bancroft's tough run. First ball yesterday in the Shield. Spencer Johnson.
I think Spencer Johnson was spoke about when, you know, for like replacement for Starkey if something was happening with Starkey, but
takes it on and continues to rise. Hopefully Carey hasn't damaged a hand there. He threw a glove at it, but reared and continued to go. Oh, nips back. the way of India at the moment. Just seeming back, keeping a touch low. Bit of bat on it from Virat Kohli.
It's so tough to play on these sorts of pitches, Pat Cummins, where there's a bit of up and down, because he generally angles the ball back into the stumps for the right-hander. That one's luck's on Kohli's side, gets an inside edge. Just not sure what it's going to do. You're a little hesitant in your defence, reach for the ball, and one nips back quickly, like Jarrell got, keeps low.
Five for 368. Well, for fans of India, this next bit of vision will make you smile. For fans of Australia, it might make you gasp. Kohli.
Do you think that sort of got taken out of the selector's hands then? Is that how?
You're talking about Marnus?
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about Greeny getting injured and not having McSweeney obviously getting the opening role, but Greeny would have had to be there as well. So opening slot available.
Oh, he just tried to close the face. That was what Lyon's been looking to do. With short leg in place, and it just eased off the outside edge and a couple more. Oh, spins and beats everything. That looked like it was in Pune, not Perth. That will interest the Australians and the Indians. 5 for 375.
Okay.
Kohli on 47.
You can't start the short jokes already.
Cop the brunt of that.
Brown brothers, you two.
At least you know if I'm wearing this and you rock up.
Opens the face, can't beat the short third.
Might have to get a boat up somewhere, I reckon.
Again, turn from Nathan Lyon.
Yeah, normally what would happen here, I'm probably sure in saying this, with the lead of 421, normally Nathan Lyon will have cover.
Played it late. Settle for 2, and Kohli will move to 49. 5 for 377. Crowd starts to swell. Nicely worked by Kohli. Gloriously timed through mid-wicket. Indian fans on their feet. Kohli will trot back for 3. Bring up a fine 50. He's 32nd in Test cricket. He's 6th against Australia. And it's come at a perfect time for the superstar Virat Kohli.
Yeah, he's made a lot of runs in his career, but I'll tell you what, that 50 will mean a lot to him. Just in the context of recent form, this series coming up. It's 50, but it's a good 50 for him. Give him some confidence. He's been really calm, I think, in his demeanour today. Not as edgy at the crease. He's watched the ball closely. There's been a few scares, but the pitch has been a bit up and down. Runs.
7 from that. Cummins over, 5 for 384. All right, here's Virat Kohli, 52 from 95 balls with Mark Waugh.
Yeah, good 50, really good 50, important 50 for him. There's a trademark Virat Kohli shot, a punch down the ground there, another punch through the covers. Presents a very, very full face to the ball, and there's one with width. Unfortunately, hit the man on the head, security, but there's the sweep shot. He doesn't play too many of them, but there's some real trademark Virat Kohli punchy drives and flicks through the onside. 3 4s and a 6 in that 50.
Previous 7 Test innings prior to this, he was averaging 14. Some lean periods against New Zealand, but he's back in business, is Virat Kohli. Punch snuck up to 63 since the last wicket. Durrell for 1, Pant for 1, Jaiswal 161, Patakal 25, and Kal Rahul 77.
Come
on, guys. Go, lads.
One from the over 5 for 385. Here's a treat for viewers around the world. Up next in commentary, Adam Gilchrist, Brett Lee, and this man, Big Ravi Shastri, steps in.
And it's about this time of the game, this part of the game, day 3, where as a fast bowler, the backs. Yeah, and look, from a physical point of view, it's probably the hardest part of the game. And that's why I've been remarkably proud of what just about perfect cricket, that.
Second time now, Virat Kohli's just tried to force that. It's not really a front foot or a back foot position. It's a. Oh, good work.
What I enjoyed about that celebration too is just see how much he's enjoying it.
There's the line. That is the exact line there that Nathan Lyon wants to operate on, and it draws a rare sweep. It was an aggressive sweep from outside off. Yeah, going out on that, talking about something that's a bit over-pitched. And this outfield is just quickened up a fraction, and it gets to the fence. In the zone, Virat Kohli.
Yes, his eyes lit up there. It's fractionally over-pitched. And he's just climbed into this. Nice stride forward. He's been there long enough to put those away. See, feature of his batting is just the movement of his feet in this innings, really. He's been very assured, playing forward or back or on the drive.
That sweep shot that we saw from Kohli is only the 8th he's played in the last 2 years of Test cricket. Like it's understandably a tiring attack.
Yeah, it's been a good 3 balls for Kohli. The 3 balls ago, he punched it down the ground, a beautiful top elbow through extra cover, and then the defensive on the back foot. And that one there was a slow ball from Mitchell Starc, just sort of ran the fingers over it and took a bit of pace off it. And I just love the way that Kohli just held back, just there. Kohli holds it back and just lets the ball come to him.
Yeah, he picked that last ball. It was a little slower in the air. So just waiting on it that bit longer to open the face of the blade.
Zanushka.
There's his wife present here.
Fine example. We talk so much about the front foot positioning and planting and weight transfer and being a textbook perfect. Closes out another over. 5 for 396.
Turn there. I have to say one thing, the Australians have had attacking fields throughout this whole test.
It's another good turnout today.
Yeah.
Sunday crowd. This test match has been well supported in Perth.
Oh, it's extras that should not be happening.
Sloppy.
Interesting, guys, how Kohli is now adopting that Pajara way of playing into the spin of Nathan Lyon. When those Vipers got between his bat and his pad, he decided, I'm just going to work with spin off the front foot, off the back foot, I'm turning the bat face and working everything leg side. Well, he's in there.
Virat Kohli moves to 68. A few occasions. Shows the wrong end. And you can see that Virat's just his stall set for Nathan Lyon, just to keep working it with the spin. Nicely played again from Virat Kohli. He's just rotating the strike. He moves to 70. It's 6 for 425. Now you look at the foot movement from Virat Kohli, right back to that ball that's just short of a length. And he just glides one on the offside. And he just works it with the spin, gets down the other end. A slightly different approach from Nitish Kumar Reddy. He's looking to be aggressive. And then it was a nice finish for Virat. Just presses forward, gets down the other end again. Low risk cricket.
Ian Chappell had a concoction. He'd put a whole tub of ice cream and put Powerade in it and stir it around and drink and eat it.
Oh.
That's good when it's 45 degrees.
I think Ian Botham had a concoction back in 86, 87, I believe, when he used to be out in the middle.
Yeah.
Not too sure it was the Gatorade, as the bottle said.
No.
That's quite close. We're just going down the leg side.
Yeah, I think from the angle, it wasn't far away.
Well, they're upstairs just to have a look. That little crack.
Okay, just walk that back. Just want to confirm there that there's not involved. Okay, roll it through. Yeah, clearly a gap between bat and ball. We can go to ball tracking when ready, please. Okay, pitching outside off, impacted line, wickets missing. Go back to Chris on field to stay with his original decision of not out. Chris, you're on screen now, please.
Now it's Virat's turn. Smash down the ground. It's a 6 for Virat.
Wow, they put the foot down. It's amazing when the other batsman plays the shots that can drag teammate along as well, and Virat Kohli, he just wants to hit the gaps and keep it on the ground. He's got a foolish ball and he's gone straight after. That's a beautiful shot, and over mid-off for 6. Is there going to be a declaration?
I just wonder whether India are thinking when those shadows start to come across the pitch. Beautifully bowled. Great response. Just goes on with the arm.
Virat Kohli's 36 in Test match cricket. He's got less than Jaiswal, and he's played about 200 more games.
I just wonder whether India are thinking when those shadows come across the pitch, and they're just starting to do so. It's not an easy time to have a bat late on in the day. They're thinking of having a bowl just for 20 minutes.
I think if he gets his 100, Kohli, I think they might.
A hard sweep this time. Well, from what we've seen in the last few overs, it looks to me like they've certainly decided to start playing a few strokes. Good finish for Nathan Lyon. It's 6 for 448.
Short takes it on. Fielders run in every direction and the ball just pierces between them all. That is the skill and talent of Virat Kohli.
And placement. What a shot. Two men back out there in the deep and he's just pierced the gap perfectly.
Marnus Labuschagne, absolute disregard for his bowling there. Virat Kohli got plenty of time to get onto that. He's pierced the gap. There's two men out there. And Mitchell Starc, diving effort. Late in the afternoon, he's bowled exceptionally well today, Mitchell Starc, but just couldn't get there.
He's timed that ball so well. This outfield's quite slow here in Perth, and that ball almost gathered speed as it worked its way to the boundary.
Here we go again. Short, and he leaves it alone outside off stump. The lead 499. Just smoke straight down the ground. More runs to Kohli. He's charging now.
He's got the pads on, Jasper Boomer, but he's just taking the arm guard off. That's the other part of it. Kohli's just 15 away from 100. Might want to declare before Kohli gets 100, surely.
It'd be a bold decision.
This is just treating Labuschagne with disdain. Pumping that down the ground.
Change of tactics here, Huss.
53 sundries, the most Australia has ever conceded in a home test. Full stop.
53. That's Virat Kohli's wife there in the crowd. His children in town as well, watching his last tour of Australia.
Field spread far and wide. Marnus of all people to Kohli. Big swing and a miss. Way to the fence. It's full. Punched wide. Scroll back for two. Kohli to 87. 50 off just 33 balls to stand.
And he would have been given potentially a time frame, I reckon.
Mid-wicket came in, square went a touch wider. This is vacancies directly over the square leg umpire's head. Straight down the ground or over cover. Oh, there. No one's picked that. Smith threw a foot at it. More runs to India.
When's the last time we've seen Virat Kohli play a reverse sweep, let alone a test match?
That's the last shot I expected Virat Kohli to play in this situation.
I think you'll think the same as me. Maybe walk across and go square leg sweep. That's a nice shot.
Steve Smith wasn't expecting it either. Not to go that fine anyway.
Across the line. He retained the strike, Virat Kohli, much to the Indian fans' delight. Runs keep piling up. 6 for 4, 6-7. Oh, he gets away with a wide ball down leg side. Oh, it beats him with a straight one. Can he just take the single? Another single for Kohli. Just reflects where India has Australia, that the home side are in a position where they're being deemed to be bowling negatively against the laws of the game. Sweeps hard. Work to be done in the field. Diving effort. 100 for Virat Kohli. The King continues his love affair of batting in Australia. He's checking, he's looking, he's not sure. But now he understands. Yes, Virat, it's another ton. Your 30th. Your 7th in Australia, your 9th against Australia. The great Virat Kohli. declaration is being made on an absolutely perfect day.
Well, you can see how much it means to him. He's got his family here in the crowd. There's his wife. What an innings. Taking a moment to soak it all in.
Celebrating to his wife in the stands. A delirious Indian public, both in Perth and back in India. He came in under pressure, and Virat peels off yet another 100. A lead of 533. There's a story there, and there's another in the Australian dressing rooms as Khawaja and McSweeney have to put the pads on. We'd love to hear from Virat Kohli. Adam Gilchrist is down on the ground. Gilly, take it away.
Congratulations, Virat Kohli. What a moment. It's 17 innings. It's 16 months. You didn't even know you had to delay your reaction. Tell us how meaningful is that? We could see what it meant and the gesture to your wife up in the stand.
Yeah, look, I mean, Anushka has been right by my side through thick and thin. So she knows everything that goes on behind the scenes when I'm in the room, what goes on in the head when you don't play as well, or you make a few mistakes when you're getting yourself in. So I just wanted to contribute to the team's cause. I'm not a guy who wants to hang around just for the sake of it. I take pride in performing for my country, and yeah, just feels amazing. And the fact that she's here makes it even more special.
All right, mate. Thank you very much for that quick word. Go and join your teammates. Congratulations. There you go, Virat Kohli. What a remarkable effort. So well received by the Indian faithful. He's 7th in Australia. He knows these conditions. What a player.
Brilliant for Virat to stop and take a word with you, Adam. Declare what it means to him and his family. And I think it's time to hand over to Ravi Shastri, who's seen this man's journey right from the start. Ravi, what does this mean for you, the country, for the man, and in fact the team who are now in such a dominant position?
I doubt an overseas player has come to Australia in the last 15 years and played in this fashion. 700s in Australia, the big stage, the big ground, one of the bounciest pitches in the world. He plays 2 test matches and he gets 200s. Can't get a better stage. And to set up the series, when you have your king, they call him the king here, to get 100 in the very first test match of the series, it's a terrific signal for India. It's ominous from Australia's point of view, but look at the joy. It's a popular 100. I think fans world over wanted to see this bloke come to Australia and perform again.
And he was, for a moment there, Ravi, the only cricket fan in the world that didn't realise he brought up the 100. He wasn't sure if it had gone to the boundary. The entire cricket world was celebrating the 100 before Virat realised.
Yeah, and look at his wife, his family out here. It means a lot to him. What a servant he's been for Indian cricket, an ambassador for test match cricket worldwide. And this is a special moment. He'll have a tear in his eye. He's worked so hard for it. But sometimes with great players, the moment they come in from the outset, in the first 10 minutes when you saw his feet moving, you knew the signs were there that the big man is back.
Yeah, run out of superlatives there, Rav. Like, absolutely incredible. I can feel that emotion, his connection with him and his wife, his family, how much it would mean to him. People don't realise how much behind closed doors, the thoughts that go through your head, as Virat Kohli just said then. It's not easy work. Congratulations to Virat Kohli.